Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the official Nerd Talk channel. My name is Tyler, aka My Name is Nerd, joined by my co-host AJ Reacts 2. We are back for a special Sunday edition of Nerd Talk. We are on episode 151, and today we are celebrating May the 4th. Everybody, happy May the 4th. May the 4th with you, everybody. Today we are doing a special watch along for Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope. I am so excited to do this watch along. Not even funny.
Yes,
We have
sir.
been trying to do. First of all, AG's on Nerd Talk again. Anytime AG's on Nerd Talk, it's a blast. But just we have been trying to do something for May the 4th for what feels like an eternity. Every time we say, "Hey, let's do May the 4th." Oh, this movie's coming out. We got, I think in 2022, it was Multiverse of Madness. It came out, I think, that week. We couldn't do anything. Then 2023, it was, I think it was Guardians 3. Couldn't do that. Last year, I'm pretty sure something came out around that time. We were like, oh my God, yo.
Yeah,
Now we finally have the opportunity to do something. I am so excited. But
pumped.
what's going on? But what's
Yeah,
going
man.
on?
Yeah, man. It's been a while since I've been on Nerd Talk, and am I frozen?
Oh yeah, you are. But
Oh
we
my
say,
God. Okay, you can hear me. Um, I I'm so excited to be back. I hate that I missed these live streams. I That's something that I was I'd love to do when I was able to do them. Now I got this new job where I can't do them on the weekdays anymore. But I'm pumped to be here, man. This is my favorite Star Wars movie of all time. So like, I'm so glad to be able to be on here, and we get to watch my favorite Star Wars movie. And I'm going to show it, and I get frozen. Yeah,
you're good. It
I
came
got it
up.
with okay, but yeah.
Uh, really quick, we're about to get into the watch along, but we have one thing I wanted to talk about. We did not get to talk about it Wednesday, but I wanted to talk about it because it's something that caught my eye and a lot of other people's eye, and it is. I just wanted to give our thoughts on the teaser trailer for the movie Weapons. So this is the newest film releasing from the director of Barbarian, Zach Krieger, I think his name is something like that. Um, and basically, the only thing that we know about this movie is that it's about a group of kids in a classroom, one classroom. They all randomly leave their houses at like 2:17 in the morning, and they run away with no explanation. And I mean, I thought it was going to be that they're trying to figure out why. That's And we were told recently, yeah, no, that's not what the movie's about. It's like one of the things. And based off this trailer, that is clearly obvious. Um, so I was not the biggest fan of Barbarian. I found that to be one of the most overhyped movies that came out that year. I found it to be not bad, just very fine. I appreciated how, out there it was, but I thought it was all over the place, and I didn't really think it came together at all to me. Um, but I was interested in this movie because the little teasers they've been dropping, and the premise sounded cool. And we got this trailer the other day, and for lack of a better word, I was kind of blown away by the trailer. I was like, holy crap. That's the first time in a while for a horror trailer that it's like shocked me that much. I think this movie looks fucking fantastic. I think it looks just insane, and it does a great job at showing all this stuff without giving away anything. Really, I like they they lean into the premise, what that we were sold on, but then the second half of the trailer is like, oh no, here's all this other stuff. You have no idea what's going on, but your butt's gonna be in the seat, best believe. Um, I think the cast here is amazing. I think Josh Brolin in a horror movie, that's something we should have gotten light years ago. I don't know what's going on with that. Um, Julie Garner, man, talk about a year for her, huh?
Yeah, man.
She was in
She's coming up.
Wolfman. People didn't like Wolfman, but everyone, even people didn't like Wolfman. Everyone said she was very good in it. But she's gonna be a Wolfman. Gonna be a Silver Surfer, in Fantastic Four. She's gonna be in this. That good for her, man. Um, but there's not really else to say. The trailer's very brief, but it is just insane. And you know, I was hesitant because he directed Barbarian, but I'm in, bro. I don't need to see any more. Knowing Warner Brothers, they'll release a second trailer showing the entire movie, just like they did with fucking Companion a week before the movie came out. I will not be watching it. The same thing with Sinners. They released the trailer for Sinners showing one of the biggest plot twists in the movie in the trailer. I was like, "What are you doing, bro?"
It's WB.
I, one trailer is enough. They need to really understand that one trailer is enough. It is okay, but
I think it's okay to do two trailers, but just don't spoil everything. Like, do it right. You know, I'm I don't usually watch a whole lot of trailers. I know I do trailer reactions, not so much anymore. But like, I don't think that the biggest issue is the amount of trailers. It's the content of the trailers. Like,
yeah,
you don't have to spoil the movie to get people to watch them. I guess it's a marketing tactic just to get people to see it. Oh, this happened, so you want to come and see. Like, any movie watcher will tell you, in a trailer, you don't want to be spoiled by what happens in the movie.
yeah.
Like, that's common sense. So,
You
I
know how
mean,
many people walked out of Companion saying, "Man, I wish they did not reveal that,"
like, I didn't watch the trailer for Companion. I didn't watch any trailers. I just watched the teaser
of
for
which they
Companion.
revealed it in the second trailer, not
Yeah.
the first trailer.
Yeah, no, I watched the teaser and I was like, okay, I'm sold. This looks cool. It gives me like a little bit of what the movie is, but it doesn't show completely what the movie is. And I'm glad that I didn't watch that trailer. um,
I
but anyway,
didn't either. People went on Twitter the
yeah,
minute it came out, and they were like, "Oh, so that's what the movie." I was like,
yeah. And then people were like, oh, it's on the poster, and I'm like, that the
"I
poster,
didn't know that."
yeah, like it's basically it's her face with like her eyes are like
Yeah,
gray or whatever, but like that doesn't necessarily mean she is what
yeah.
they say that she is. Anyway, I digress. We're here to talk about weapons. um Tyler, he was sending like the teaser, or not teaser, but it was like what, snippets or something, like promos for the
Well, I
trailer
sent
to come out.
I sent the little one that they released a couple weeks ago, where it was
Yeah,
only, I think it was Josh Brolin talking, and it was just showing the kids running through the field, which that to me creeped me the fuck out.
it was creepy, but I wasn't like impressed by that. Like, he sent it and I was like, okay, it's just some kids in the street. Like, what is this? Um and then he sent the actual trailer when it came out, and I thought it was very good. And mainly just because um I watched it in its entirety. The beginning of the trailer was very straightforward, very much, like, okay, these kids are in this classroom and like the premise, whatever. Then there's a point in the trailer where it just like switches, and it's like just all this weird stuff starts happening, and it's kind of like in flashes and like kind of disjointed, and it kind of makes you a little discombobulated, and that's like the point of it. And I was like, yo, this might be a hit. This might be it, bro. So I did enjoy Barbarian quite a bit. I didn't think it was perfect, but I did like it a lot.
It'd be nice if I could watch it at home.
You can, but only on digital. But yeah. Anyway, that's a whole nother thing that I don't want to get into because anyway, this trailer was dope. I liked how it, basically establishes the plot and then turn it on a head. Um, later on in the trailer, but it looks insane. There's some shots, very disturbing shots. Um, and I'm excited to see it though.
Yeah, I'm glad August has a movie because as of now, the only movie I thought August had was fucking Nobody
Nobody
Two.
too. Yep. And that's like on your birthday or like the
It
day
is on my
before.
birthday. No, it's
Oh,
on my birthday.
well,
Happy birthday to me.
it might not
If
be
you,
too bad. It might be better than the first one. You
I
never know.
hope. If you guys have seen the trailer for Weapons, let us know down below what you thought about it. Are you a fan of Barbarian? And if you are, like, does that make you more excited for this? Mm. All right, moving on to the main event. So watch along for Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope. So if you do not know how these watch alongs go, you have your physical media versions of the film. It is obviously streaming on Disney Plus. We will count down from 3 to numero 0, and we will get this game going. Are you ready, sir?
I am.
All right. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, play.
20th Century Fox.
Turn this up. And away we go. Let's go!
Oh, so excited. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go.
So I doubt we can do the. Oh, so what was the first time you watched this movie? Because we've been.
I, honestly, I can.
Okay.
I was not always a Star Wars fan. I wasn't.
So, so I mean, I'll go first because
Yeah.
I got a story beyond
Okay.
belief.
All right. All right.
Star Wars, man. I feel like I was baptized in blue milk, if you will, to where my dad loves Star Wars, and I feel like it's been something to where it's always been a part of me. I feel like these movies are a part of me. People said when Rise of Skywalker came out, why are you so upset about Rise of Skywalker? It's just a dud. I'm like, brother, this is literally a franchise that I've cherished my entire life, and that's the way it ended. Like, I literally called my father and said, "Yo, I want to cry. That movie sucked." Like, that's the first and only time I've ever walked out of a Star Wars movie feeling that way. Anyway, um, I was definitely a prequels kid. I watched the prequels all the time. Revenge of the Sith was on loop in my house. And so the original trilogy kind of seemed like a foreign concept to me as a kid. Every time I'd watch it, I'm like, "What is this?" So, like, it took me a while to actually sit down and watch these. I can't remember exactly when I did. If I did watch them, Return of the Jedi was the one that I watched a lot. It was never, A New
Wow.
Hope or Empire. It was always Return of the Jedi. So, like I said, I didn't finish Rogue One. I was watching Rogue One. Whatever. Um, but yeah, Star Wars has always been a thing in my life, man, and you know, I wish it wasn't in shambles right now, but you know, the the old stuff, I it's gonna forever be a part of me, and just to clarify, Force Awakens is my favorite Star Wars movie. From a fan standpoint, it's my favorite Star Wars movie. Critically, it's probably Empire, but Force Awakens. If we do end up doing that watch along at the end of the year to celebrate the 10-year anniversary, brother, I'm not gonna stop talking about how much I love that movie, bro. That movie. I went and watched the trailers today, and I teared up, and I had a lump in my throat watching the trailers, bro. You don't understand, but you know, as for this movie, I love it. It is amazing. It's probably my third favorite Star Wars movie, but the three at the top, they're all kind of tied for me. They're incredible.
Um, I became a Star Wars fan 10 years ago. When The Force Awakens was coming out, I was like, well, I want to like get into Star Wars because I want to, experience this trilogy or whatever. So like, and I've never seen a Star Wars movie in its entirety. I had seen clips, like I knew who the characters were, I knew what they looked like, I know Jabba the Hutt, I knew all that. That was the talk of the town when I was a kid. Like at recess, they would talk about Star Wars. I'm like, I don't know what y'all are talking about, but I'll listen. So 10 years ago, I was 21, and I got into it, and this was the very first. There he is. There he is. Let's go. Let's go.
Walking into
Um,
work after it's a mess. Oh, brother.
must I do everything myself? Um, yeah. So, yeah, 10 years ago, man. This was the very first movie I decided to watch them as they were released. I was like debating on watching the prequels first and then going through the original trilogy just because chronologically that's how they are. And I was like, let me just watch them the way they were released, and I was blown away by this movie. I loved it so much, and I was like, if the rest of the series is like this is a slam dunk. Now, we get to the
I wish.
prequels. We get to the prequels, and they're a little different, but like I absolutely loved this movie when I first watched it 10 years ago, and I actually got the VHSs and I watched them on VHS because I was like, I kind of want to watch them how they were like originally released, and
The
I was
despecialized editions.
right. I think I did watch the specialized editions though,
Ow!
but they were VHS. So dramatic, bro.
What a life.
It was the specialized edition, I think though. But it was on VHS, and I was like, "Oh, this might be my new franchise." And
Yeah,
it
the
10 years later, I am a full-fledged fan.
I don't know if I watched the originals or not as a kid, but I remember when I finally, saw the special edition stuff as I got older. I said, "What the hell is all this crap?" It's like, I don't remember
It's
any
like
of this.
it's like the Joe Pesci me
Yeah, literally.
when he
I
walks into
remember the main one is the Jabba the Hutt scene. As a kid,
yes.
I never remembered seeing that, like, ever. So funny. Side note: if you guys do not have this 4K, it is an absolute must. This 4K is immaculate. For a Disney 4K, it's damn good.
The 4K is great, and then I watched a little bit of Empire on 4K, or not 4K, on the Disney Plus stream today,
Mhm.
and I really want that 4K now. If it's anything like that stream, I want
Yeah,
it.
the
I
original
need it.
trilogy on 4K is very good.
I honestly want all of them on 4K now.
My lovely Carrie Fisher.
Recipes. Did you see that her daughter posted her kids watching this?
Mm-mm.
Well, I think it was from Return of the Jedi today.
You are part of a rebel alliance and a traitor. Take her away. I love how practical they. I mean, it looks practical in all the original trilogy,
Original,
but
right?
some about his suit in this movie, like it just, I love the way it looks.
Looks real. Doesn't look digital. Leave that to me. Looked like it was hand painted.
Hmm. Someone said that at the time of this coming out, Fox had no faith in this movie.
Yeah, yeah, I heard that. I heard that because it was so like out there. Like they had never done a movie like this big, like this, type of film. George Lucas was like, "I'll show you."
No,
Change the entire movie game.
Charlie says, What would you consider your favorite Resident Evil game overall? Resident Evil 2 remake. Resident Evil 2 remake is my favorite video game of all time.
Is it really? I didn't know that.
Yes.
Wow, it is amazing. That game is amazing. I might have to go with that as well. Um, I do personally love five, and it's not because of the gameplay. Um, and I know that's an odd choice to say. I just loved playing it. I put so many hours into that game last year. It's me rooting for the underdog.
3PO says, See you, chump. I'm going the other way.
This is where we part ways. Star Wars transitions, man. Watch the finale of Obi-Wan Kenobi today. That show could have been a lot better, but that finale was really good. I loved it.
I like most of that show.
Me too. Me too. That first episode, I watched the first episode and the last episode just because I didn't have time to watch the entire show again. And that first episode, like, is pretty slow. I get what they're trying to do. Like, they're trying to, like,
Hey,
lay the groundwork.
help. Please help.
I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to lay the groundwork, but I think they could have done a little better job.
I think I like the plot of him trying to protect young Leia so much because they hid that from the trailers. That was like we went into that show not knowing that.
Yeah, we didn't know
I
that
remember,
Leia was in it. Did we?
yeah, no,
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think we all watched it together. I remember that. I
Mm.
know some of us watched it together when it came out because they dropped it like really early.
Mhm.
And we were like, oh, okay.
I think I watched it the next day. To be honest, I think I watched it the next day because it was daylight. I remember because it was a glare and I couldn't see some of the scenes.
Oh, oh, oh.
Don't. Get him.
Oh, the little Jawas. They do him so dirty in Mandalorian.
I kind of wish Resident Evil 3, this is off topic, but back to the comment. I kind of wish Resident Evil 3 was longer. So that game is kind of short. I feel like I played
Everyone
that for
shares
like,
that sentiment,
yeah, I feel like that game is like 5 hours,
bro.
maybe a little bit longer.
When you beat that game and you run it back on New Game Plus, you will finish that game in like 2.5 hours if you actually don't even try. If you don't look for like secrets or nothing, bro, you'll be
Mhm.
done. You could beat that game twice in one day. Me, I can't do that because I gotta find the grenade launcher to take out those
Mhm.
damn dinosaur looking things in the sewer.
In this, yeah, yeah. Well, aren't they in the lab too? I think they're in the lab.
I don't remember.
Hmm.
All I
It's
remember
something.
them from is the sewer, because
It's something you got to fight in the lab that I was struggling with. I died like probably like 10 times fighting that dude.
yo, the way that game ends with Jill, bro. Oh my god, yo, that woman. I don't know what she became, but she goes bananas.
Jill Valentine. I had the actress that plays Ghost being Jill Valentine in that movie.
Yeah.
3PO, come in, 3PO.
R2's like, oh my god, bro, I just left this dude, bro. I can't get away from this
Oh
dude,
my!
bro.
He would he would lift his hands in the air if he could. Like, God.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, George Lucas. Now, this adds so much to the movie. I think those despecialized editions are actually out of stock now, which sucks. I never bought them. I think Alex has them.
They have DVDs for that.
Of course.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure. But the main thing was when the despecialized editions came out on the Blu-ray, everyone
Mm,
jumped on that.
I realized they had those on Blu-ray.
They're they're third party.
Oh, okay.
I remember Jeremy Johns made a video on them when it came out. I remember watching, I'm like, what the hell is he talking about, bro?
Are they like overpriced?
No. I
Oh,
mean, a lot of people bought them, so they must have been fairly priced. Mm-mm-mm. God, this movie looks so practical, bro. Like, you look up the word practical filmmaking or the term, whatever. This is one of the movies that comes up without question. Did you get the Tron trailer when you saw Thunderbolts?
yeah, I did.
What did you think? Because you hadn't seen the trailer before that.
I know it was good. I mean, it wasn't a whole lot to it. They
Mm-hmm.
were they were in real life, which I'm kind of torn on because it's a cool concept, but also like you were saying, it
I want to
like
go to the grid.
yeah, it's that's what Tron is known for. That's
Somebody did bring up a good point that I completely forgot about, and it kind of made me bring it back a little bit. That at the end of Tron Legacy, they made it that they could go into the real world. Like, I totally forgot about that. I was like,
mm,
oh yeah, they did do that. I was like, okay,
honestly, I completely forget
I know.
that.
But I was like, okay. I feel like I get more hyped every time I watch that trailer just to hear the score.
Yeah, with the
Oh
Nine
my
Inch Nails. Yeah,
god,
yeah,
yo. oh, oh man, that music, man, is so good. Did you get the trailer for the Smashing Machine? You're muted, sir. We no hear you. Hello. AJ, you're muted, bro. AJ, you're muted. You're muted. Yes, I cannot hear you.
Is that better? Hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Thought I had my headphones charged up.
Commercial break. What did you say when I asked you about Smash Machine?
Oh, I did not hear you say that. Um, I didn't see Smash Machine trailer.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think did they give that to you for?
Yeah,
Oh wow, no, I
both
didn't get
times.
that. I didn't get that.
My brother was watching the trailer. He was like, "Holy shit, is that The Rock?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro." He it's unrecognizable.
He is. I sent Stacy the image of him, as that character. Um, I was like, "Who is this?" She was like, "I don't know. He don't look familiar." I was like, "That's The Rock." She was like, "No way, ain't no way." So yep.
Yeah, that movie looks very good.
Is he actually? Does it seem like he's actually giving a serious performance,
Yeah, yeah, it does.
not a The Rock performance?
Nope,
Speaking of that, did you ever pick up Moana 2?
nope.
No. You're my only hope. To think that this is like a 70s movie. This is our
Yeah.
first 70s movie that we're doing a watch along for? I think so.
Let's take a look. Let's see.
Might be our oldest movie that we're doing a watch along for, as far as I can remember.
I gotta check the other channel now too.
Hmm.
Oh, matter of fact, let me just do this. Obi-Wan. Old
Ben,
Ben.
old Ben, old Ben. That's one thing that does not add up, bro. His age, because Luke is like what, 15,
I don't
16,
know.
16. This man turned like from 30 to 80 in 15 years.
Yeah, there is a 15. I think it's 15 from Return of the Jedi to A
Hmm.
New Hope. I
Mm.
mean,
No,
Force Awakens.
yeah, Revenge of the Sith. I think it's like
Oh,
15. Yeah, Revenge of the Sith to A New Hope.
I
It's
don't know
like
anymore.
17 years. I don't think you either. Bro, George's arguing, bro. Hilarious. That's what Bo looks like. Guess I don't remember.
Yes, because he doesn't look like Joel Edgerton, bro.
No, I'm talking about the wife,
Oh,
his aunt.
yeah, this might be the oldest movie we've ever done. Because I thought it was Elm Street, but Elm Street was 84.
Mm-hmm. Yep. First '70s movie. Get that blue milk. Have you ever been to Box Lunch?
Yes, we have one here.
Oh, do you?
I actually wanted to go because they were selling this Bucky Barnes jersey. I wanted it, but
They got a lot of jerseys.
they had one for Scarlet Witch. I should have bought it. I passed up on it.
I love that place. I went there today actually, and I saw they had a blue milk container, like one of
Yeah,
those.
they have these Funko Pops. I'm like, yo, where did that come from, bro?
Yeah, they got anime. And I saw a Grey's Anatomy shirt in there today. I was like, what? Shrek.
Yeah, mine isn't that big. They only do Disney and Marvel and Star Wars. Well, no, they had the last time I was in there. They had some Harry Potter. They had How to Train Your Dragon stuff, which was weird. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
but it's mostly Disney, Star Wars, and Marvel.
That's how mine is too. But they do have like section for anime, so they had like a whole section for Studio Ghibli stuff like
Go. I can't take this scene seriously no more because of Family Guy.
that.
John Williams in the choir, everybody.
There's the shot. That's when we got two sons.
I like I like when they kill his family. They're like, no, John Williams. Great. Now we have to do the rest of this with Danny Elfman. Have to do him like that, bro. Like when he's like, all right, now do the People's Court theme, and they do the whole oh.
So Hulu?
Hmm?
I was just looking up this movie and it says it's on Hulu.
Probably. Commercial break.
We'll be
You ever
right
seen
back after these
the
messages.
you ever seen the foreign commercial breaks for this movie?
Foreign?
Yeah.
No.
The overseas? Oh, they're amazing.
No.
He this the scene where he gives him his lightsaber, he opens the box and it transitions into a beer commercial, bro. It's so fucking funny. I gotta see if I can find it. It's hilarious. I've never seen it for the first time. Be like, what?
So I can't watch these movies on TV, bro. Can't do it.
Commercial.
Gotta watch it on the movie channel. I used to only be able to watch horror movies on TV because they had commercial break. It took me out of it a little bit. Like that's how I first watched Freddy versus Jason. Still scared me to death. I watch that now and I'm like, bro, I was scared of this.
That watch along is one of my favorite watch alongs we ever did,
It
bro.
was so much fun. So glad I was there for that. How sweet dark meat.
I found it.
Send it to me.
I sent it to oh, Ow! Doof! Oh, rip Elzo.
Yo, not him opening it. Oh,
Woo!
yo, I wasn't expecting it to be like that.
I think there's more in that version. I don't know. That's the one
Smooth
that
trip.
everyone is like, yo.
Floor ceiling.
Sir. Hello there.
Hello there. He said it.
Brother, when I tell you my theater literally erupted at Hello There at Revenge of the Sith,
Mm-hmm.
yo, place went bananas.
I heard some people laughing.
Yeah, Brando Critic made a whole reel talking about how annoyed he was at his screening because everyone was like laughing and repeating lines. I'm like, bro, shut up. I was like, bro, respectfully, shut up, bro. like, I don't care, bro. The movie is 20 years old, bro. Who cares? That's the one thing I was thinking about. I was like, would I be annoyed for a re-release if somebody was being like obnoxious towards the movie? I was like, no, I wouldn't. Be like, bro, I've seen the movie before. Who cares? It's kind of how I felt with the Spider-Man re-releases to a point. Not what you dealt with. That was bad. But
It was bad. It was bad, bro.
like my when I went to go see them, the main ones that were obnoxious were 1 and 2. They were like towards the end of 2, everyone was getting a little ridiculous. I was like, all right, bro, come on, dial it back a little bit, please. Like, damn.
They weren't doing that for 1 or 2. They weren't acting like that. But for 3, like there were literally people in the back like shouting. And it's just like what?
Yeah, I saw 3 at a different theater than I did 1 and 2, and
Hmm.
I felt like I was being obnoxious. Like I was laughing at it and stuff, and
I don't
nobody
feel
was
like
really
laughing
reacting
is
to it.
I don't feel like laughing is that big of a deal, but like when you're like shouting like just random stuff, like and it was the whole theater. It wasn't just like 1 or 2 people. It was like the whole theater like shouting and like saying stuff and I'm like, okay. Like laughing is one thing. Like I'll laugh at the movie, but like bro,
It's
there's
a
just
shame
like
because you've been on this trend of re-releases changing your scores on movies.
I left that movie early.
Yeah, I know.
Like
That's what I'm
I
saying.
didn't finish that movie. Yeah.
Like, it's because
Yeah, I
I
had
had that
to
effect. My score flew through the roof when I saw Spider-Man 3 in the theater. I was like, nah, I
mhm.
kind of love this movie
Mhm.
for its good and horrible qualities. I love it, bro.
I went home and finished it.
I guess I'll finish this.
Yeah. Oh, this is the scene.
Yeah.
I don't know why they would put a commercial break right there. Like, wait till a transition, bro.
Went for a cold one, bro.
Stupid.
It's not easy on Tatooine, bro. Man's been living in a cave for how long, bro?
It's not, he's a farmer.
It's only him and Qui-Gon's ghost. I know it's 3 years later, but the special effects jump from this movie to Empire is kind of wild.
Mm,
Like the lightsabers look so much better in Empire than they do in this
they
movie.
do. They do. I agree.
Oh, excuse me. Use the people, all right.
And by the way, it's your dad.
Uh
Mm. I mean, I mean,
yeah, okay.
I mean, you're not 100% wrong.
Yo, why not? When this man finds out in Return of the Jedi, well, I guess when he goes back to Dagobah in Return of the Jedi, he's talking to him about it. And I would have been like, yo, you lucky you a ghost now, bro. I would have messed you up. Not telling me that. What's wrong with you?
Sure, Papa.
General Kenobi. Oh, I guess he was a general. That's one of those things that happens during the Clone Wars, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when they call him general in the movies, I'm like, where does that come from? But he is very pivotal in the Clone Wars.
Watch some episodes of that today, actually.
My only hope. They were doing an event for that new thing today in Fortnite.
The new what is it
The
called? Tales of
Tales from the Underworld.
Underworld. I never finished Tales of the Sith. Never finished that. I liked Tales of the Jedi a lot.
I watched most of that show. I didn't finish it. What I did see, I liked.
Hmm. I never finished Tales of the Sith. Is it called that? Tales of.
Yeah, I think so.
Looking it up and it's not coming up on serialized. Just trying to remember what I gave it, like the episodes. Yeah, Tales of the Jedi. It's only 6 episodes. Yeah, I really dug that. No, Tales of the Empire. That's what it's called.
Mm.
Tales of the Empire. And I watched all but 2 episodes. I wasn't feeling it as much as Tales of the Jedi. But
Yo, I was thinking about this today. Look what I'm about to send you. I noticed she was wearing that around her neck. I don't know if you noticed this.
mhm. Yeah, they got about the same scores. Oh,
She's wearing a necklace and it's got
hmm,
the logo on it.
hmm.
And I noticed it today. I said, like, at first I didn't think anything of it, but I was like, what if?
I don't know much about that character.
Neither do I.
That's an X Men.
I don't know.
Oh, let's look it up. Ah, ah, ah,
Hey, release it. As you wish.
Bro, she about to be in the
His
universe.
his suit in this movie is so old school, bro. You see the bottom of the helmet popping out.
Oh wow, yeah, that's gonna be her. She on the Thunderbolts team.
In the comics,
Hmm. Look like so is Luke Cage. Juggernaut
okay.
and Man Thing. Wow. I heard something about Man Thing maybe being in this movie, but
What?
they took him out. Yeah. Heard that Man Thing was gonna be in Thunderbolts in some way, but they couldn't fit him in anyway.
Because they made a grounded movie.
I mean, Century's not.
I don't.
That's like the least amount grounded in
I
that.
consider the movie grounded
Yeah,
because
for the most part, yeah. Yeah,
that portion is like 15 minutes of the movie. To be honest,
right. I agree. It's grounded for the most part.
it's the most grounded thing we've had in a while. That's not Daredevil and stuff.
Oh, smoked them.
Rip Bozo.
Bro, why they
Z-
show the why they show the bones like that? It's so disturbing.
Barbecue on Tatooine.
Got him a little bit too crispy. Luke, what's going on,
Man.
bro? What's up, man? Luke, you enjoying Star Wars Day, man? How you celebrate? What you watch?
He just got up from seeing Thunderbolts.
Oh, nice. What you thinking, Thunderbolts?
Yo, let one more person say MCU is back. Punch him right in the throat.
Bro,
I'm so
I
tired of
was
it.
I was feeling that yesterday when I saw it.
No.
I was
Wait, when Avengers Secret Wars is a 5 out of 5, then I'll say we're back.
I'm
When
just glad
when
we got a banger. And
I'm,
then
I am too.
Fantastic Four is coming out. I'm hoping that's a banger. If
I'm
we
more
got
than
two,
happy.
if we get two bangers back to back like that, I'm gonna be like really
No,
happy.
I'm gonna be happy that it's consistent, but I'm not giving these people my faith until after Avengers. I'm sorry. That's how they get you, bro.
It's
Oh,
a
we
step
got
in the
them.
right.
Everybody like those. We got them. We can't disappoint them now.
It's a step in the right direction.
Yes,
Connecting the movies. That's
that's
like
what
that was the biggest one of the biggest issue that a lot of people had, that they were just not connected,
that's
like
what
the
people
connective
should be
tissue.
saying. It's a step in the right direction.
Hmm.
Not we're back. Like, no, brother, you made one banger movie. Relax. Oh, George Lucas.
How you doing, my man's like that? So not the George you're looking for. Whee.
I'm so glad Return of the Jedi doesn't have that much added stuff to it. There is a couple of things they added. And I remember watching it when it came out in the theater. I was like, okay. You don't need to see his identification. We don't need to see his identification. These aren't the George Lucas.
Exactly what you're looking for.
He can go about his business. Move along. Move along.
Bro, shut up. 3 p.m. Coming 3 p.m.
You sure you want to go to Alderaan, buddy? Yes. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-ba-da-da-da.
All right, bro. We gonna get copyrighted.
Fuck it. You know they put some of the Star Wars songs in Fortnite Festival.
Did they really?
This is one of
Is
them.
this one? Okay.
Yes, they put this,
Hilarious.
the opening crawl theme, but they for some reason it's weird. It's cool, but it's weird. They mixed it with the Rise of the Resistance theme from Force Awakens, which is weird. The
Hmm.
one where Poe and them come in the
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
it's weird. I was like, well, you're taking my favorite piece of music from Force Awakens and mixing it, and I don't care. Um,
It's in the festival.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's Empire. It's this, that one, the Imperial March,
Mm.
and then one from Return of the Jedi. It's like a song, like an actual song. I never heard it in my life, and it says from Return of the Jedi. I'm like, I've never heard this this song in
Is that
this. Like,
is that when they're in the bar?
no,
Oh,
it's like I'm telling. If you heard it, you're like, I've never heard this before.
hmm. What's it
Cause
called?
like
You know what it's
I
called?
I don't remember. Cause like it's not the one from the special edition when that weird alien sing it or
Yeah.
nothing. It's that's totally different. It goes hard, bro. I love it. I was turning up in the re-release.
Oh.
Let me see. Is it this one?
Nah. Oh. It
You gonna cut his arm off?
is blood.
You can't show that. I think this is the only Star Wars movie with blood in it.
The blood, right? Plus, a lightsaber wouldn't have blood because it cauterizes the wound immediately.
That's the case. It would have been a bloodbath in Phantom Menace.
Revenge of the Sith too.
Not Empire too cuts his arm.
Yeah,
But ah!
yeah. Revenge of the Sith. All the younglings.
Yo, I remember seeing Empire as a kid when he cuts his arm off. That freaked me the hell out as a kid.
Mm.
Yes, my goats. It's a nitpick. I don't love the way Chewie looks in this movie. It looks like he
What?
got blow dried. Oh, Harrison Ford, bro. To this day, I'll never understand why this man just hates Star Wars, bro. You mention Star Wars, he turns into Red Hulk.
This might be on like an extended edition or something, or like extended deleted scene or something.
But yeah, it's gotta be because they showed the special edition for the re-release, and that wasn't in
Yeah,
there.
that wasn't in there. Yeah, it got to be like a deleted scene or something.
I mean, it's cool.
It's just odd that it wouldn't be the one
Yeah.
in the bar. This man hates talking about Star Wars, but he'll go back if it's enough money in it.
I mean, I don't think. I feel like with Rise of Skywalker, yes, the paycheck was probably huge, but I don't know. I feel like for Rise of Scott, like he hasn't gone back and it hasn't felt forced. That's what I'm trying to say. Like he hasn't got back and you're like, oh my god, he came back for this. I don't like to
I was
me.
feeling that a little bit with Rise of Skywalker.
I don't know. I love that scene. That's one
I
of the few
do
scenes in
like
that
that
movie I love.
scene. I do like that scene,
Up,
but I'm like,
Greedo.
it didn't have to absolutely happen. I don't know.
I like him showing up in that movie more than Lando. Lando, that is
I liked Lando in that movie. I liked him.
I don't know, bro. That to me is really you came back for this. I liked seeing him, but like you take Lando out that movie, it's not different at all.
I don't know about that because he kind of made a connection with that one girl.
Oh, how could I forget?
I actually liked that. I was like, okay, I kind of
That's the idea.
want to see a little bit more. I don't know.
I bet you have. Ow!
Who shot first?
On. I don't care what George Lucas films.
Is that what he said? He said Greedo did, or this dude did?
No, in this version of the movie, he makes it to where Greedo shoots first. He moves his head, and then Han shoots.
Mm.
Oh, you can see
You see his eyes?
Yes,
You see his eyes?
I never noticed that. Good lord, don't go over there again.
Right. Just stay right there. Stay right there.
The story with Vader is funny, man, because they tried getting the voice with the dude that's in the suit, and it didn't sound right to them. So that's when they brought in James Earl
James Earl
Jones.
Jones, yeah. Don't you think it would be behind the one that's locked? Idiot. This one's locked. Move on. So stupid. That droid.
I don't know what that dude's doing, bro.
He's tweaking out. It's a meth droid.
Oh my lord. George Lucas, you fucking hack. So unnecessary, bro. Why couldn't you just make it that we see him for the first time at Return of the Jedi, bro?
Right.
It works so much better that way.
It
And
does.
Boba Fett is there. What the hell is he doing there, bro?
I didn't even notice that.
This don't make any sense. You mean to tell me that it became impossible for like Jabba to move from this movie to Return of the Jedi? Because he ain't moving like this in Return of the Jedi.
It's because he's practical.
Oh, that too.
That's
But
not
he's
really
also
the
he
only
looks
reason.
bigger though.
He looked bigger in Return of the
Return
Jedi.
of the Jedi, yeah.
Yeah, he is bigger in Return of the Jedi.
Bro, you ready to see your boy be his son?
His son. and be a gladiator? Or, oh, I don't know what that's even gonna be like. What? Okay.
I don't think this Mandalorian movie is gonna be what I wanted it to be. I kind of wanted this movie to be like it wraps up all the shows and it's like one big, thing. I don't think this movie's gonna be like that,
I don't think that's what it's gonna be either.
and that sucks.
Because we're getting a Ahsoka season 2, so
Hmm.
that automatically, you know,
I do
cancels
think
that.
Boba Fett might show up though,
I can see that.
and
Now,
this.
if you wrap that up, I'll be happy.
I mean, there ain't nothing to wrap up. They finished. What is there to wrap up?
When they talking about making a season 2 of that or no?
No,
Oh,
brother, they barely wanted to make season one.
they they didn't really even finish season 1 because it was halfway about Mando anyway.
So I'm saying they barely wanted to make the first season. They made 4 episodes and they were like, we don't have
You
enough
can't
for
do
a whole season. Fuck it. Get Pedro on the phone right now. Guys, I'm filming Fantastic Four. We'll pay you this much. Get over here now.
Blast them.
Ow! A casual game of Star Wars Battlefront. Brother, you're a robot. What do you care, bro?
Millennium Falcon. Most iconic spaceships in movie history.
Did you look for the Millennium Falcon in Revenge of the Sith when it was pulling into the cargo bay?
I didn't. Is that something
You know
that
what I'm talking about?
no?
So there's a
Okay.
scene where the ships are like flying out of like a port or whatever, and if you look at the very bottom, you see the Millennium Falcon pulling in.
I did not know that.
A couple people noticed it in my theater.
Is that only in the that theatrical release or
Yeah, it's
is it
in the
on
no,
in the
it's
movie?
in the yeah,
Oh, okay. I
it's an
never
Easter
noticed.
egg.
I did not know that. Wow. Mm. First time we get a
CGI Death Star.
actually don't look bad.
I was watching Rogue One earlier. I love that the action scene on Jeddah, the shootout. God,
Mm-hmm.
that's good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Movie is beautiful to look at. I really like the way it's shot.
Gareth Edwards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I do find it funny when Organa and Rogue One is like, I'm going back to Alderaan. I'm like,
You might not want to.
Bozo.
You might not want to do that,
Nice knowing
sir.
you. I still find that so weird that they
They
recast it.
recasted both
Or
of them. They recasted both of them, didn't they?
who's both of them?
Him and his wife,
Oh, yeah, probably.
and they were both
Obi-Wan.
in Obi-Wan. Yeah, it's like why would you recast? It's like we couldn't wait for him. It's like what?
Rebel base is up your butt. She said Dantooine.
Dantooine. We're on Dantooine.
Dantooine is crazy. Far too trusting. Oh.
Is that
Really?
yeah? It's a real place. She was trying to throw him off. Well, why would you say? Why would you say something that was so close to Tatooine?
Yo, what if they were like, oh, Dantooine, all right, blow up Dantooine stat, like, yo, rip bozos.
It's like a billion people
My heart.
right Shut up.
What the hell was I gonna look up? I was gonna look something up. Oh, Kumail Nanjiani was in Obi-Wan. Why do I
Yes, he
not
was.
remember?
Yes, he was. And O'Shea.
That I remember. He shows up in like the 5th episode where they go to that planet with all the people in the cave. Yo,
Mhm.
you know what dawned on me? The dude that plays Organa is this girl's father in the Heights.
Yep.
I
Hmm.
was like, what?
Vanessa.
No,
He
not
was in.
Vanessa.
He was Vanessa's
Nina.
dad. Or yeah, you're right. You're right. Nina's dad.
The
Good
only thing
morning, Usnavi.
I don't run that movie back. I'll wait till the summer to do that.
Mhm. This is our blog. Listen to that song all the time. I noticed, like in that soundtrack, anytime Vanessa's in the song, she changes like the entire mood of the song.
Not her song.
Hmm? No, I'm
Not,
talking about like in like if she's in the ensemble of a song,
well, I
like when
mean,
she comes in.
even in her song, she changes it because you got the part where Usnavi asks her out and she says yes, and Usnavi's all hype and shit, and then it goes back to her being
Yeah.
miserable.
Say no, 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 no,
Oh
no,
my
no, no,
god.
no, 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 no.
Why
Like,
is everyone so happy?
it's like, okay, then be
Oh
broke then.
man. Oh, the way Usnavi does her, bro, at the club. Yo, oh, I watched it. I think I watched it not too long ago. Actually, I watched it at work, and um, I love when he goes up to the girl in the club. He's saying all this random crap, and she's
Mhm.
like, "Oh, I don't speak English." He's like, "Yes." Oh, the club sequence, bro. Sorry to everyone watching this, and I'm talking about In the Heights while watching Star Wars. You could blame him for that, not me. Taking the first step in a larger world. Say that to your kid when he gets his first job. Why is Vader just standing there?
Right.
He's just
Exactly.
standing there menacingly.
Menacingly.
Bro, cop a squat, bro. You ain't going nowhere.
I don't think I ever seen Vader sit. No, no, he has. He has
Empire, his little dome. Wow. That's how they show light speed back then.
definitely.
That's
Doesn't he sit in Revenge of the Sith? And then he gets on his knees. No. And Padme say, "Sir, you killed her." No, she was alive when I left her.
That moment is so cool, and then it's ruined the minute he opens his mouth, bro. It really is. I got chills when they put the helmet on and he starts breathing,
Hmm.
and then he opens his mouth, and I'm like, oh.
All right. Well,
I had to really think about it. I was like, yo, I forgot how big of a role Padme is in the galaxy, I guess. Because I'm like, who cares that she died,
she's
bro?
a
Like,
princess. She the princess. She the princess, bro.
no, well, no, she becomes a senator. That. I feel like that's why it was such a big deal, too.
Well, both. When does that happen in Attack of the Clones?
Senator, I think
That happens
it's
in.
either between 1 and 2 or 2 to 3.
Okay. In Attack of the Clones is when they get married.
Yeah.
Kind of forgot that they actually got married.
Oh, it's funny in an Attack of the Clones when the ship gets hit and she goes flying out the ship. He's like, Padme, Padme, oh my God, Padme, turn the ship around. We gotta go back. So much is going on in 30 seconds, bro. That's no boon.
Just seen an episode of Clone Wars where R2 gets taken and they gotta go rescue him.
That sounds about right.
Bro, what are we doing?
I think one of the last episodes I watched it involved 3PO and Padme, and I'm like, brother, I'm not watching this, bro.
It's like the show is like essentially it's filler. Like that's what the
I
show is.
appreciate that like every episode is not about the same people. Like I appreciate like yeah, one episode it'll be about like Anakin and Obi-Wan, the next one it'll be like these random Jedi, and then the next week it'll be 3PO and Padme. Like it shows variety in the show, but at the same time, if you're asking me to sit there willingly and watch an
Watch,
episode
yes.
of Padme and 3PO, you gotta know that they coming, bro.
It's 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 cool in concept, but like in execution, it's like I don't feel like sitting here watching this.
You know
Not
what I
really.
do remember about Clone Wars? I remember actually watching it when it was out. I remember when they introduced the bounty hunters. So like when they introduced like Bane, Bane, the dude with the blue face and the red eyes.
Hmm. I know
Yeah,
who you're talking about. I don't know his name.
when they introduced him and his group, they made it like a big deal. They were like, "Oh, the new season is like they gotta fight the bounty hunters and shit." I was like, "Ooh,
Hmm.
this is cool." Bro, the part in the Family Guy special when they're trying to get the couch out of the thing, bro. It's like, all right, I feel like we're making this more difficult than it needs to be. Strip the cushions and the mattress, and we got it. Let's go, bro. When they're in the middle of the firefight, they gotta take the couch out. All right, go, 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 go. Oh, it's wedged. It's wedged. All right, just take off. I'll hang out from here.
Leave that to me.
Pop this head out like that.
You ever seen Spaceballs?
Nope. I get
Yeah, me
told to
either.
watch it all the time.
Me too.
And my
I
older
even
brother
bought.
was to watch
I
it.
bought it. I got it on Blu-ray, and I just never watched it.
Galaxy Quest is the other one I get told to watch a lot.
Hmm.
Oh, doof. You're like, oh my god, bro. Doof.
That's so cartoony.
Bro, he gonna come out. He gonna be like, so. Yo, when he opens the door and they're right there. Doof. Ow.
And that's how you get dead.
Research.
Hanging around. Why are we focusing on movies, bro? Like,
Look, my uncle was running security detail for Lupita Nyong'o today. Hold on.
really? Where was she at?
In the city,
Oh,
probably.
nice.
Look.
Oh, yeah, I see. So he only does work in the city?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if he traveled. They really out here spoiling this movie, and the weekend isn't even over yet.
They said if y'all don't see it once, or y'all don't see it by the end of Sunday night, it's tough.
By the end of Saturday, because they must have done that earlier today.
Imagine driving down the highway, you going to see it, and you look up.
Just
Wait
turn
a
around.
minute.
Just turn around, bro. Be like, well,
Wait a second. Oh, somebody vandalized the built son of a bitch.
stupid, bro. Why they do that? Like,
I'm telling you, bro.
until next
They're gonna
week.
put that on the physical. I'm telling you.
At this
I
point,
think
I'm
what they
not.
should do
I'm
is
sure they
what
will.
I said. They to where like the slip cover it says Thunderbolts, and you take the slip off, and on the case it says that. That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be that'd be cool. But I feel like a lot of these movies don't have slips after like a month
Well,
after they're
that's tough.
released.
By that point, I can't help you, bro.
Because I remember
The re-
Guardians. I remember Guardians 3. I walked in the store like 2 weeks
yeah,
after
I
it came
remember that.
out, and it was no slips on them.
Yeah.
Like what?
The reason that I feel like the slip is probably gonna be the Wheaties box, and
I can see that.
the mid credits, it's the same thing but with that on it. So I feel like they could do that.
They could do that.
I have no
Trying to
idea what the steelbook is gonna
Steelbook,
be.
yeah, they probably got another design for the Steelbook because they changed the design for Captain America.
Listen, bro. I'm a simple man with simple needs, bro. Make that mug black and the poster with them in the asterisk and
I
call
would,
it a day, bro.
I would like that. I was thinking that.
I love that poster. Point is, I want it black and yellow. Any of the black and yellow posters, I don't care, bro. Give it to me.
Thing.
You know what'd be really cool is if they made it that it came in a box, but it was like it's like this, and it's the Wheaties box, and you slide it out, and it's the case. That
Are
would
you
be
talking about?
sick.
You talking about the Blu-ray?
Yeah, that would be so sick if they did that.
Yeah, I'm ready to see this release. What it looks like. Ready to pre-order it. As soon as
Chewy,
they
what are you shooting at, bro? Oh,
man spinning around in circles.
here comes one of my favorite jokes in the movie. Everything's under control. Situation normal. What happened? You had a slight weapons malfunction. Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you? We're setting a squad up. Uh, negative, negative. We have a reactor leak here now. Who is this? What's your operating number? Boring conversation. What's up? All right, Leia, stop aura farming, please, bro. Like, damn.
She's not a princess. She the queen. I don't know why I said princess. I'm talking about Padme. I feel like that whole thing with the age difference with Anakin and Padme in Phantom Menace is kind of weird. This kid is like 10 years old. She's a teenager.
Well, how old is he in Attack of the Clones?
Like, see, yeah, that's makes more sense that they're together. But like the fact
I
that
mean,
they
in
meet
Phantom
when
Menace, I kind of view it as just, he's being a kid having a little crush.
yeah, and I get that. But it's just like the age difference throws me off.
He is a little weirdo, though. Are you an angel? Brother. Ow! Yo, why he tripped over it? Say, oh!
Man, hanging
Brother, just move his body, bro.
man, hanging through the window, the wall.
Maybe you'd like to go back to your cell, Your Highness.
Three PO coming. 3PO.
Bro. Leaving my life in the hands of these
I was
buffoons.
just about to say.
Oh, here it comes. Wait, is this the blooper? Oh.
I was just about to say that.
The only time that it was fine was in Revenge of the Sith with R2. R2 was handling business in Revenge of the Sith.
He was. I would I would I would leave my what am I trying to say?
Leave your life with R2.
Yes, more than 3PO.
Absolutely. Yo, Chewie said, I'm out. Y'all got it. You big furry oaf. I don't care what you spell. Ow!
Ow! Kicks. It's my
I'm gonna
twin
kill
sister.
her on beginning to like her.
It's my twin sister you're talking about.
Whee! Did I miss it? I'm gonna be pissed if I missed it.
What was a blooper?
The blooper when he walks in and smacks his head on the the door, the stormtrooper, bro.
Don't remember that.
Please, oh, I hope I didn't miss it. Ow!
You might not want to shoot that again.
Oh no, it's Meg.
They're so dirty.
Oh, an Empire where she's the thing. Do I get any speaking lines? Shut up, Meg. Jesus Christ, George Lucas. Ooh, look what I can do with CGI. Ah!
Chopping that life out of them.
Brother, how deep is that water if you're standing above it and you can't
Can't
find it?
reach them.
I don't
Right.
understand that.
Probably that's not gonna work. Come on, 3PO. 3PO. Come on, 3PO.
Here we go. Look, 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 look. Donk!
I never noticed that. I never noticed that.
Oh! Apparently, listen, in all seriousness, apparently the dude had to get like surgery because of that.
Are you serious?
Yes,
It was
yes,
that bad?
yes.
It didn't look like it was that bad. That's so horrible. Oh my god.
Oh, it's one of the best bloopers of all time, and they left it in the movie, bro. They're like, screw it.
Nah, I never noticed that.
Smash his head on the door, bro.
Trying to explain trying to explain what happened at the hospital.
He's still in the stormtrooper helmet, coming in all muffled. Sir, can you please remove your
Please
helmet? I can't understand what you're saying.
I'm not even gonna ask what happened. Okay.
Well, at least tonight I won't be watching The Last of Us at 12 o'clock midnight. I actually watch it and get to bed at a decent hour.
Shut up and listen to me.
They're dying, R2. Wasn't that enough?
Where's this dude been?
I know.
This man been roaming around. Nobody seen him.
You ever heard the story about this movie that if Obi-Wan's, I don't know his name, but if Ben Kenobi's actor wasn't on set, they were not taking this movie seriously at all.
Oh,
Like the
because
actor.
because he's such a like big
Yeah.
actor, big name actor. Oh.
Apparently they were just they were like, "Oh, man, I don't care about this. Like, what is this, bro?" Which, I mean, at the time, I get it.
I can see it.
You got a first time filmmaker making this random nonsense. Like, I'll probably be the same way. I'm like, man, I don't care about this. No. Look, your worshipfulness. Walking carpet is crazy. You have to do my man Chewy like that.
Walking carpet.
This is another scene where there's a commercial thing. Let me see if I can find that one. I forgot which one that is, though. I guess they're all beer commercials. You don't see me. You don't see me. You don't see me. You don't see me.
Blast them. Ooh.
Damn,
Took
so much
flight.
concern for that one guy.
Right.
Ow! Oh! Ow! It's one of my favorite moments in the movie, bro. Oh my god, yo. Aim is so bad. You gotta love a Family Guy. Do we hit anybody with these things? Ow! Yo!
Oh, they have no coverage. They're missing so bad.
Oh! Ah!
They actually had that that soundbite in Revenge of the Sith. I heard that in the theater.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh God."
The one time I'll never forget it was in Prey. That was hilarious, bro.
He's in Prey.
Yes.
I
We
think
were both sitting there watching it, bored as hell, and then that happens, and immediately the movie became better.
it's.
I was like, wee, brother. He's like, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him.
I think I heard it in Lord of the Rings too.
Yeah, Two Towers. They're the Battle of Helm's Deep. Wee! Open the blast doors. Open the It's about that time. I hate to say it, but the worst lightsaber fight in human existence. But is it the worst lightsaber fight? I don't know. It's between this and the one with Anakin and Count Dooku in Attack of the Clones. That's pretty bad.
Mm.
Yo, he gonna do a little spin move trying to make this. Look, yo, he said, "Watch this."
I do my man's like that.
Shit, think I'm old? I still got it.
Spin move. He just shouted out. Shout it out before he hits it. So they fought 3 times.
Yeah, Vader got his look back here. Shit. That bro, I'm sorry. In the Obi-Wan show, this dude demolished Vader, bro. Well, I don't want to say demolished, but
Cause,
like
cause
it's
he
the
did.
first time I ever seen Vader get smoked like that, though.
Other than in Revenge of the Sith. He literally gets smoked. So I got the high ground, bro.
I love
Chill.
how in the Obi-Wan show they give them like a good 20 minutes to
They
fight.
do. They do.
I really
Even
like.
though they go back and forth between scenes,
Yeah.
I I kind of wish they would have just stayed on
But
them.
I like how it's a fight that like you could tell there's not that much time between the show and Revenge of the Sith, but like
10
you could
years.
tell like that there's been a gap.
It's 10 years. They say it's 10 years.
Oh, this shit.
Bro, I don't even know what happened. I still to this day don't know what happened. It just disappears.
Doof.
Fiddling around with his foot, bro.
Even Vader was like, "Where the fuck did he go?"
What just happened?
Like, bro, is his head in there? I mean, I don't know.
Oh, George Lucas probably couldn't even tell you what just happened.
Yeah, brother, it's 1977. Take it or leave it.
Right. That's what his answer.
I'm surprised he didn't CGI that. Some shit to where he hits him and he's like, "Oh, coming to Force Ghost or some shit."
That is so inconsistent when the Jedi's die.
So what? What do you mean by that?
Like when the Jedi's die, like the Jedi Masters die, like here, like he disappears, and then Qui Gon is laying there on the ground for 10 hours. Like,
The movie's old, bro.
I
Well,
know,
actually,
I know, but
no,
then
because
we
Yoda,
got
yeah, Yoda in Return of the Jedi.
Yoda and what's his, Luke.
Yeah, he does.
Hmm.
I
So I don't know. It's very inconsistent.
well, so the thing with Qui Gon, I know his body doesn't disappear, but the thing is, like, he doesn't die instantly.
I guess. I mean,
But also, I mean, I know he wasn't a Jedi, but when Vader dies in Return of the Jedi, his body doesn't disappear either, and he becomes
what
a
happens?
Force ghost. So
What happens to Vader? Oh, he does
they
become a
burn his
Force
body.
ghost. Was that his
Bum,
body or just
bum,
his
bum,
just
bum,
his
bum,
oh
bum,
yeah,
bum.
because his skull is
Mhm.
wasn't Ben has his skull, or yeah,
Bum,
Kylo
bum,
Ren
bum,
has his skull.
ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum.
I don't know.
Bum, ba-dum, 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 bum. Sound like Peter Griffin. Ding, 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 ding. Why did I'm convinced they didn't have the budget for R2 because why is he always waddling in this
Yeah, that's
movie?
what I'm
He's
saying.
not
Like he
rolling.
needs to roll, bro. Why are you walking around?
His hooves are tired, bro. He's been rolling around the galaxy
It
the
look
entire prequel
it looked
trilogy.
like it would be easier to roll than to walk.
Mm,
R2 is walking around. I got him.
mhm. Bum, 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 mm.
Mm, this movie gotta be
Oh,
good. He said, "We sound like a lot of people."
bro, this man C3PO goes through some terrible in all three of these movies. In this movie, it was that in Empire he gets literally dismantled,
Hmm.
and then in Return of the Jedi he gets messed with by the Ewoks.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. This man Harrison Ford. They asked him, "Are you just gonna reboot all your other, all your famous roles?" It's like if the paycheck is good, yeah, exactly. I'm in it for the money.
I don't know. I feel like when it came to Blade Runner, it took how long it took them to make that movie. So I feel like with
Mhm.
that, it definitely has to be a case of if the script is right.
I need to watch Blade Runner 2049. I need to watch that
Me too.
because I
It was a part of
rewatched.
that 33 sale, I
I
think.
have it.
I haven't bought it. I want the 4K, but every time I think about buying it, I think about the time I tried watching it once and I got like an hour in. I'm like, yo, this is so boring. I turned it off.
Yeah, I bought it. I saw it with a slip, and I was like, and it was only like 7.99 or something like that. I was like,
I've seen people say Blade Runner 2049 is his most accessible film. I'm like, that is not true at all, bro. I'm sorry.
Harrison Ford's most successful film,
No,
or Denis
no,
Villeneuve.
It's Denis Villeneuve's most accessible movie to where like anybody can watch it. And I'm like, bro, that is not true at all, bro.
What
That
would it be?
movie to me is probably
Because
Prisoners or
Prisoners.
the Sicario is pretty straightforward too.
I
But
haven't watched
like
Sicario.
It's either Sicario, Prisoners, or to me, Dune. I feel like Dune is just like it's just very long and drawn out sci-fi, but it's not like to the point where you're sitting there like I don't understand what's happening. Blade Runner, like I feel like I watched that movie and I could not for the life of me tell you what the hell was going on, bro.
There he goes walking again. Um, Last time I watched it with my cousin, and he loves the movie, so he was kind of breaking it down. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty. I get it. So like, it took me another watch to get it, but I still don't complete. He still couldn't really like fully tell me what the villain whole thing was about.
Talking about 2049.
The original, the final cut.
Oh yeah, no, forget it. That's a lost cause for me.
That's like his favorite movie of all time. So
Yeah,
I'm
no.
like, but we watched it, and like, my thoughts didn't really change that much, but like I kind of understood it a little bit better. So
The new Star Wars season of Fortnite is honestly awful, bro.
really, just because
It's
of
a
blasters.
yep, it's atrocious. All the guns just suck, and it's miserable to play.
Mm.
I'm
But that's
so glad.
after this week is gonna be over, right? With
Well,
the
I don't know because now I'm seeing some that it might be the entire season, but the season is only going to be a month. It's a
oh
transitional season for the game, which I was
oh
like, thank everything holy because normally Fortnite seasons are like 3 months. Yo, oh my god, it sucks, man. The only thing that's good, the battle pass. I love the battle pass. You get Poe Dameron and General Grievous. Emperor Palpatine in there.
is Finn in there?
They made him a extra skin. He's a separate item shop skin. Finn Ray. Uh, this girl. Oh
Rose?
my god. What? No, not Rose. What is her name from Rise of Skywalker? Why is her name spacing me, bro? Carrie Russell. Is
Gary
that her
Russell's
name?
character.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's a skin for some reason.
I like her aesthetic. It's probably her aesthetic, like with the helmet and
Mhm.
stuff.
Luke has a skin. Lando has a skin. I think Han Solo has a skin. I don't know about that. I'd assume so because his model's already in the game because Indiana Jones is in the game.
Mm.
That was a fun season. It was a pain in the ass to get his skin, but that was a fun season. You had to do a whole like puzzle from the movie to get his skin, and it was it's cool. He's got his regular style and then his Temple of Doom style with the shirt ripped.
May the force be with you.
His glider is the raft on Temple of Doom.
We are going to
To
die.
die. Kind of bummed we didn't do an Indiana Jones watch long before Battle of Destiny. I think that's because a lot of us weren't excited for it.
Mhm. We were gonna do something. We were
Something
gonna do. We had something planned for Indiana Jones, but I forget what it was. Was it a watch along?
I don't remember. Something happened.
It might have been
Yeah,
a spoiler talk for Dial of Destiny. Was it or no? I don't know. Can't remember. But I remember we
2020
had something planned.
we were not the same in 2023. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
What you mean? We had.
We weren't, on schedule and
Oh,
stuff like that. And,
gotcha.
now we stick to stuff.
When did we make our channel? At the end of 2023. Yeah, because our one of our first ones was one of our first videos was
Yeah.
Exodus Believer.
Yeah.
That's when we started kicking stuff into gear a little bit better. Care about your what? Your boredom?
When you turn on your PS4,
Are they doing that on purpose? They got to be doing that on
the
purpose.
commercials?
Yes. Yes, they got to be doing that
No,
on purpose because usually commercials the movie will
they don't
fade to
do that.
black. Yeah, it will fade to black and then start the commercials. They just cut to commercial. Bro. Man, Obi-Wan just disappears and never shows up again. I feel like that looks pretty good.
Here we go. One of the best Star Wars third acts ever. Of
Mhm.
which I don't think there's a single. Well, half of Rise of Skywalker's is bad. But other than that, I feel like every Star Wars third act is decent to amazing to a point.
Thinking about all of them.
Maybe the one to Solo is a little underwhelming because I remember Solo. It's not like this big grand third act. It takes place in the
Yeah,
club
yeah.
because they blow
And
their
he's
load at the
fighting
second act. The
yeah,
Kessel
with the
Run.
train. Oh, I thought you were talking about the train sequence.
The train is really good, but the Kessel Run. I remember seeing that in the theater and being like, "Yo, that was phenomenal."
Mhm.
I was like, yeah, for talking about something you've done for all these years and all these movies, yeah, it lived up to the hype. um, Attack of the Clones is okay.
I honestly can't remember that one.
It's so they have that whole Jedi battle, that gladiator battle or whatever.
Hmm.
That's not the third act, but then they go and fight Dooku, and then that's when Dooku fights Yoda and all that.
The droids and the stormtroopers have like a whole war thing going on, right? And Attack of the Clones. No,
No,
when Mace Windu was there. What am I thinking of?
the Jedi fight the droids.
That's what it is.
Stormtroopers is
Not
original troop.
stormtroopers. Not stormtroopers. The clones. That's what I meant.
Briggs. I mean, Briggs? Porkins? I don't know. He dies anyway, so it doesn't matter. Ah!
Pull up.
No! You don't feel anything for these people because they die in hilarious ways, bro. I'm sorry. Practical filmmaking with models.
It's like, can we please go back to that?
No. It's sad to say we'll never go back to it, bro.
I know. I
It's just
know.
how it is.
It's going towards AI now.
I feel like we live in a world to where
James
feel
Cameron
like
said. James, you heard what James Cameron said.
I don't give a shit what James Cameron says. He makes everything with special effects. So, but like, I feel like we're in an era to where it's like the only way you can make something look practical and real is if you make the CGI look to a T, like
Hmm.
uh Gareth Edwards did with The Creator. Because like that movie looked very practical, but I guarantee you there was a lot of CGI in there.
It was. I'm
Well, Romulus was pretty practical too, minus this thing,
What wasn't practical?
that
The
CGI
thing.
abomination Rook thing, the cameo from the.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That was apparently he asked the family if he could do that, or
Whatever.
that was rough.
My mom was watching that. This has nothing to do with that. My mom was watching that the Tom Hardy movie on Netflix that came out that everyone was hyping up. That action movie. I think it's
Tom
called like
Hardy.
Havoc. It's
Oh,
from the director of The Raid and Raid 2 or something.
okay.
It was I caught a glimpse of it. It was insanely violent. I was like, damn.
Mm.
I told you if you like this, you should watch Extraction. You would like those.
Is that Chris Hemsworth?
Yeah. I cannot get into those movies to save my life.
I never did watch two, and they got a third one coming, right?
They do. I don't know why everyone loves those movies. I just the first one is painfully mid to me, minus the action.
We watched that one together.
The second one is a little better, but the story is weaker. And I could only watch so much action before I start asking like, what is going on, bro?
Hmm. They had that one take everybody was going crazy about.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, yo, the one take is like 30 minutes, but you could clearly see where they're cutting, bro. Like, that's not impressive to me. If you want my honest opinion, I don't make movies. I don't really give a shit what anybody says. A one take should not be longer than at most 15 minutes to me. I
Mm.
think a one take going past 15 minutes is a little ridiculous.
Hmm.
The only time I kind of let it slide, but I didn't even like it in this was 1917.
Hmm.
Because that's to where it's like, okay, you're making the whole movie like that, so that's fine. But like that whole action sequence in Extraction 2, that's like 35 minutes and it's all one take. I'm like, you can cut, bro. It's okay. You can have impressive action while cutting. John Wick proves that tenfold, bro.
Hmm.
The perfect example, the overhead scene in chapter 4. That's a one take, but it's only like 5 minutes, and it works. You want to sit there for 25 minutes looking at an overhead of that without any cuts?
Hmm. Don't work.
This part in Lego Star Wars was so annoying.
I never did buy that Lego Star Wars, bro.
I'm not talking about the new one. The new one was very easy. I'm talking about like when like the complete saga when it was like
Mm-hmm.
1 to 6. Oh brother,
It's different.
yeah.
Let me see how much that is.
Yo, I always forget that Vader is in a TIE fighter in this movie. I always forget that. Man shows up in a TIE fighter smoking everybody, bro.
Hmm.
Ah! You missed, you jackass.
Didn't go in. Oh, it's 11.99 right now.
Yeah, they're doing a sale for it. I didn't send it to you because I thought you had it. I think
Oh
for
well,
that
because
price,
I was gonna get it.
it's worth it.
Yeah.
I personally haven't finished it just because the Last Jedi portion of that game was atrocious, and I wasn't really feeling the Rise of Skywalker part.
Hmm. Still haven't finished Lego Harry Potter.
I'm convinced if Fantastic Beasts was a bigger deal than it was, they would have remastered. They would have done a new one. Bro, it's locked in. Doesn't R2 get shot?
I think so. Yeah. And he does a little scream, right?
Probably. God, it's amazing how good this still looks.
It's kind of timeless, bro.
Like you would think the green screen would look off. No, it looks perfect.
Held up very well.
Ooh, something for you. Ah!
You're toast.
Kevin Davis, that is factual information, sir. Say it loud and say it proud. And I think they know that too. When she announced that it was the rumor that she was retiring, and everyone threw a parade like it was the victory of
We all did a backflip.
and then she was like, "Yeah, no, I'm not going anywhere." Everyone's like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" If you think they did not hear people celebrating about that,
That's
you're
the reason why she had to come out and say she wasn't retiring.
they definitely paid attention to that. Yes, I do, and I think for some reason people hate that idea. I don't mind that at all,
You think people hate that idea?
brother. What,
I thought
bro?
people were.
When they announced that when it was the rumor going around that she was retiring, everyone was like, "Oh my god, bro! Filoni and Favreau are about to take over." Up,
Yep. Here he goes.
I personally don't mind that. I don't want to see nothing but Clone Wars stuff. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, if we're gonna get like more Star Wars movies and stuff, I want it to be like. I know you're not excited for it, but like the Sean Levi, Ryan Gosling thing, I want to see more stuff like that. So where it's like brand new stuff.
Hmm.
Like Star Wars needs brand new characters, bro. Yes, sir. Yoo! Ow! There goes Vader. Sir.
That's a hit.
One in a million. No! Get me out of here. The new rumored list of Avengers Doomsday characters includes She-Hulk, Wonder Man, Ki Kwan from Loki, and uh Phyla? Who's that? Kaizen? Who's that? Oh, I guess she's one of those new people that was the Guardians. One of the Guardians. I think she's the little girl that's in with the Guardians.
Okay.
That's so random, but okay.
Very random. and
brother. We're
does that
really
mean we're
bringing
gonna
it.
get Rocket? Like, we gotta get Rocket
Well,
back
you
if
know,
you're
we're
gonna.
gonna get those back. Mhm.
That's for
Mhm.
Doomsday.
Mhm. Yeah.
We need those characters. I really don't need them announcing more characters.
Keep chewing his metal, damn it.
Great.
Has to wait till Rise of Skywalker to get a medal. What, because he's a Wookiee, he doesn't get a medal?
It's a walking
Probably be
carpet.
like, put a dog collar on me. Fine. Oh, look at my boy with a new body. Look at him go.
Walking around, waddling around. Use your wheels.
Uh,
Love this movie so much.
yes, sir. Written and directed by George Lucas. The
A New
one
Hope
and
is
only
born.
one.
Yes, sir.
Well, he did the prequels, but
We won't talk about that. Love that movie so much.
absolutely, bro. Finally did a Star Wars watch along on May the 4th.
Yes, sir. Next, we got to do Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th.
Yeah, that one's hard too. Yeah, man, it's 5 out of 5. It's not even a question, man. It's iconic. Absolutely love this movie. Do you have any physical media to show?
I do.
All right.
Do you?
So go ahead. Absolutely not. I'm broke.
Okay. This
So
is. I mean, I haven't been on Nerd Talk for a while, so I have a few. I actually haven't been picking up a whole lot of stuff this year. Like, I got a little stack for the year, and I still haven't made a video since January, which is crazy. So I have a stack of stuff that I've gotten since January. Um. Okay. Um. So, I guess I think I showed certain things on Nerd Talk before, because I was on the Mission Impossible watch along. So if I repeat an item, just let me know.
get
Um,
him.
so so first thing is House of the Dragon season 2 on 4K Steelbook. I
Nice.
picked up. I really love this Steelbook. I wish the season was, up to par with how the Steelbook looks, but
Absolutely.
you know, it is what it is. Next, I got Companion, one of my favorites of the year so far,
Got a little
and
bit.
I I I kind of wish that it had a different poster. I do like this poster, but like, I don't know.
That's what I told you when it came out, and you were like,
Y-
"No, I like it." So
I do like it, but like, I kind of wish it had a different one for the release. Then I got the Sonic 3 post or steelbook. I didn't absolutely love this movie, but I have the steelbooks for the other ones, and I'm gonna give it a rewatch, see if I change any of my thoughts on it. Next I got Dirty Harry, the steelbook for Dirty Harry, 4K.
bought
Uh,
that.
yeah, I like this movie.
I mean,
Um, yep, I got that. And then I got in on the 3 for 33, but only two of them have come so far. Rear Window, Alfred Hitchcock, and Green Book on 4K. And those are my pickups.
nice. Very nice. All right, well, that is gonna do it for this Sunday edition of Nerd Talk. If you guys enjoyed this stream, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell for all notifications. We are at 277, 278. Let's try and set a goal of 300 by Fantastic Four. 300 Fantastic Four. That's July. Yeah, I got time. Actually, no. Is Superman before or after Fantastic Four?
It's before
Okay, so
Fantastic
Fantastic.
Four. Yeah, that comes towards the end of July.
After all the stuff we're gonna do in July for Superman and Fantastic Four, there ain't no reason we should not be at 300 subscribers by then. Um, in terms of updates from us, we will be back Wednesday. Thunderbolt spoiler talk. Very excited for that one. And then after that, we will be taking a break, and then we'll be back 2 weeks later to do Dead Reckoning Part 1. Be wrapping up the Mission Impossible watch along series, which is a concept that I pitched to these guys, and they're like, "Hey, ooh, I don't know about that." And look, now we're about to finish it. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. We're already rounding the corner into May. Well, and it's already May, but it's just like it's already May. Like it's crazy.
Right,
The
halfway through the year, basically.
the fun wacky shenanigans of the summer is about to kick in. We got
Oh,
so much stuff
it's
planned in the summer.
it's
It's gonna be
crazy.
lit. It's gonna be lit. If everything somehow goes to plan this summer, it's gonna be lit.
And we got more Sunday watch-alongs,
Oh
coming up
yeah.
too.
So let me talk about the next Sunday watch along. So we're gonna be doing Thunderbolts Wednesday, and then next Sunday, again, if everything goes to plan, like I said, these are very by the ear watch alongs. We'll be doing which one are we doing? Final Destination 2. Because I think that week Bloodlines comes out. And we're gonna be doing Mission Impossible that week. So oh no, we'll be taking a break that Wednesday, but we wanted to do a little something for Final Destination, and we did 3 what 2 years ago. So we are like,
Mhm.
well, let's do the other one
Was
that
that 2 years
everyone.
ago? Wow,
Yeah, 2023.
wow.
Time flies when
Time
you're
is really flying, bro. It really is.
um. Man, you got any updates and
Nah, man. I don't really have any more updates.
All right, so we are going to get on out of here. Once again, if you guys enjoyed the stream, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, also follow our Instagram. The link is down below, and we will see you guys Wednesday for Thunderbolts. Everybody have a great night, and as always, may the fourth be with you.
Sir.